Ever skipped your daily latte to save a few bucks, thinking you were like really making a huge financial sacrifice?
Yeah, I've been there.
Well, what if I told you that might not be the most effective way to actually reach your financial goals?
Interesting.
Today, we're diving into Ramit Sethi's I Will Teach You to Be Rich,
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that one.
a book that's gained immense popularity, especially among, us millennials,
Mm-hmm.
by kind of challenging the conventional financial wisdom.
Yeah. It's really interesting how Sethi flips the script on that traditional advice.
Yeah.
Instead of obsessing over those tiny, daily expenses, he encourages you to focus on what he calls big wins.
Okay, I like that. Big wins.
Yeah.
So let's unpack that big wins idea. What exactly are we talking about here?
Um, think optimizing your bank accounts,
Okay.
negotiating a higher salary, or automating your savings and investments. These actions, they have the potential to make a much more significant impact on your financial well-being than cutting out that occasional latte.
So it's about making smarter choices with those larger aspects of our finances
Yeah.
rather than sweating the small stuff.
Precisely. And one of the most compelling aspects of Sethi's approach is his emphasis on automation.
Right?
Imagine a system where your money's working for you,
Hmm.
even while you're sleeping.
Right.
Your savings are automatically transferred, your bills are paid on time,
Right.
and your investments are consistently growing.
That does sound amazing. But isn't personal finance supposed to be, well, personal?
Right.
Doesn't automation kind of take away some of that control?
That's a valid concern.
Yeah.
However, Sethi argues that automation actually empowers you
Okay.
by removing, the mental burden and potential for error that often comes with manual financial management.
Oh, yeah.
It frees up your time and energy to
Mhm.
focus on the things you truly enjoy.
So it's less about relinquishing control and more about setting up a system
Right.
that aligns with your financial goals and then letting it run smoothly in the background.
Exactly. And to help you achieve that, Sethi lays out a clear,
Yeah.
actionable 6-week program in the book.
Oh, nice. That's a great segue into the heart of the book. Could you give us a quick overview of what each week entails?
Week 1 tackles credit cards, but not in the way you might expect.
Okay.
Sethi challenges the notion that credit cards are inherently evil.
Uh-huh.
He shows you how to use them strategically to build your credit score and reap rewards, turning them into valuable financial tools.
That's interesting. I think a lot of us have been conditioned to fear credit cards.
Yeah,
So Sethi helps us reframe our thinking around them.
absolutely. Then in week 2, he guides you through optimizing your banking system.
Okay.
From choosing the right accounts to negotiating lower fees
Right.
and better interest rates.
I love the emphasis on negotiation.
It's something a lot of people are hesitant to do,
Yeah.
but it can make a real difference in your financial outcome.
It really can. Week 3 focuses on setting up investment accounts and getting started with long-term passive investing.
All right.
Don't worry if those terms sound intimidating.
Yeah, for sure.
Sethi explains everything in a very clear, jargon-free manner,
Nice.
making it accessible
That's good.
for even the most novice investor.
Yeah, that's reassuring for those of us who might feel overwhelmed
Yeah.
by the world of investing.
Week 4 dives into what Sethi calls conscious spending.
Ooh, I like that.
Now, this isn't about budgeting in the traditional sense of restricting yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's about aligning your spending with your values and priorities.
Okay.
If travel is your passion, for example, Sethi encourages you to spend freely on travel experiences while cutting back on things that matter late to you.
I love that concept. It
Yeah.
shifts the focus from deprivation.
To making intentional choices that enhance your life.
No, it really does. Week 5 is all about automating your finances,
Okay.
putting those big wins into action.
Right.
You'll learn how to set up automatic savings transfers,
Mm-hmm.
bill payments, and even investment contributions,
Nice.
taking the hassle and the guesswork out of managing your money.
It's like putting your financial life on autopilot,
Wow.
which sounds incredibly appealing.
It really does. Finally, week 6 builds upon the investment foundation. Late in week 3, delving deeper into specific investment strategies.
Gotcha.
Sethi provides guidance on asset allocation,
Mm-hmm.
helping you determine the right mix of stocks and bonds
Yeah.
based on your risk tolerance and financial goals.
So Sethi provides a comprehensive roadmap for for taking control of your finances,
Right.
from optimizing everyday banking
Mm-hmm.
to building a solid investment portfolio.
Exactly. And what makes Sethi's approach so effective is that it's grounded in practicality. He doesn't just preach theory. He provides concrete tools and resources to help you put his advice into action.
Okay.
He offers scripts for negotiating with banks,
Mm-hmm.
step-by-step guides for setting up accounts,
Yeah.
and even worksheets and templates to track your progress.
That's incredibly valuable. It takes the guesswork out of implementing um, his strategies.
Mm.
But what about the book's potential weaknesses?
Well, while I Will Teach You to Be Rich is an excellent resource for many,
Mm-hmm.
it's important to acknowledge that it's not a one-size-fits-all solution.
Okay. You mentioned that the book isn't a one-size-fits-all solution.
Right.
What are some of the limitations we should be aware of?
Well, while the book's target audience is primarily young professionals
Mm-hmm.
with steady incomes,
Right.
the advice might not fully resonate with those who have irregular income streams
Yeah.
or are further along in their careers
Well.
with more complex financial situations.
That makes sense. And while Sethi's investment advice is excellent for beginners,
Yeah.
seasoned investors
Mhm.
who are already familiar with concepts
Right.
like asset allocation and diversification might find it a bit basic.
Right. For those looking to explore more advanced investment strategies, Sethi does provide some additional resources and recommendations in the book's appendix.
Okay.
But the core focus remains on establishing a solid foundation with passive investing.
So the book might serve as a fantastic launching pad for beginners,
Yeah.
but those with more experience might need to supplement it with additional resources to dive deeper into a specific investment strategy.
Exactly. But even if you don't fall squarely within the target demographic or are already a savvy investor, there's still a wealth of valuable information to be gleaned from I Will Teach You to Be Rich.
Absolutely. Sethi's core principles of automation, negotiation, and conscious spending are universally applicable and can benefit anyone looking to gain more control over their finances.
It really can.
Speaking of conscious spending, I
Mhm.
think it's worth circling back to this concept
Yeah,
because it's one of the most transformative ideas in the book.
absolutely.
It's easy to get caught up in the mentality of deprivation when it comes to personal finance.
Yeah, for sure.
We're often told to cut back on everything, which can feel restrictive and unsustainable.
Yeah.
It's refreshing that Sethi challenges that narrative. Could you elaborate a bit more on how his conscious spending approach differs from traditional budgeting?
Yeah, so Sethi's philosophy isn't about creating a strict budget that dictates every dollar you spend.
Right.
Instead, it's about identifying what truly matters to you,
Mhm.
your values, your passions, your priorities, and then aligning your spending accordingly.
So it's about making conscious choices that reflect your personal definition of a rich life,
Right.
rather than blindly adhering to generic budgeting rules.
Precisely. Let's say travel is your ultimate passion,
Okay.
but you're also a coffee enthusiast who enjoys a daily latte.
Right.
Conscious spending encourages you to prioritize those travel experiences,
Yeah.
even if it means, cutting back on those expensive coffee shop visits. It's about finding a balance
Right.
that allows you to enjoy the things you love most
Mm-hmm.
without sacrificing your financial well-being.
It's about making your money work for you,
Yeah.
not the other way around.
Exactly. And it's not just about spending. It's also about earning. Sethi dedicates an entire chapter to negotiating a higher salary.
Oh, great.
He provides actionable scripts and strategies to help you approach these conversations with confidence and effectively advocate for your worth.
That's such an important skill, and it's often overlooked in traditional financial advice.
Yeah, it really is.
Sethi emphasizes that negotiating your salary is not just about getting more money.
Right.
It's about recognizing your value
Yes.
and ensuring you're being fairly compensated for your skills and contributions.
Absolutely.
And as we discussed earlier, small wins in these big areas can have a much more significant impact
Yeah.
on your overall financial picture than obsessing over minor expenses.
Absolutely. Now, we've covered a lot of ground.
We
in
are.
our deep dive into I Will Teach You to Be Rich.
Yes.
We've explored Sethi's core philosophy,
Mhm.
his actionable 6-week program,
Yes.
and even touched on some of the book's limitations.
Right.
But as with any deep dive,
Yeah.
the real value lies in extracting actionable takeaways that you can apply to your own life.
Absolutely.
So let's shift gears and focus on some key insights that you can implement today
Yeah.
to start taking control of your finances.
Sounds good. I think one of the most powerful takeaways from the book is the importance of automation.
Oh, for sure.
As we discussed, setting up automatic savings transfers and bill payments can take the mental burden out of financial management and ensure you're consistently making progress towards your goals.
Yeah.
It's about creating a system
Right.
that works for you even when you're not actively thinking about it.
Exactly. And remember Sethi's advice to automate at least one financial task today.
Okay.
Maybe it's setting up that automatic savings transfer you've been putting off, or perhaps it's enrolling in your employer's 401k plan and setting your contribution level to a comfortable percentage.
Small steps taken consistently can lead to significant results over time. What would you say is another key takeaway that our listeners should focus on?
I think Sethi's emphasis on negotiating is crucial. Don't be afraid to ask for what you deserve.
Yeah.
Whether it's a lower interest rate on your credit card,
Mm-hmm.
a better deal on your car insurance, or a higher salary at work.
Sethi provides those helpful scripts
Yeah.
to guide you through those conversations, right?
And remember, negotiation is a skill that takes practice. The more you do it, the more comfortable you'll become. Even if you don't get exactly what you want the first time,
Yeah.
the experience itself is valuable.
And even small wins can add up to big savings over time. Now, for our final takeaway, I want to go back to the concept of conscious spending.
Okay.
What's one action our listener can take today to start aligning their spending with their values?
I'd recommend taking some time to reflect on what truly matters to you.
Okay.
What are your passions? What experiences bring you the most joy? What are your long-term goals and aspirations?
So it's about defining your personal definition of a rich life.
Yeah, exactly.
As Sethi puts it.
Once you have a clear picture of what you value most, you can start making conscious choices about where your money goes.
Okay.
If you're spending a significant amount on things that don't align with your priorities, consider, cutting back and redirecting those funds towards something that brings you more fulfillment.
That's a great point. It's not about depriving yourself.
Right. Yeah.
It's about making sure your money is supporting the life you want to live.
Precisely. And remember, this process is ongoing.
Yeah.
Your values and priorities might evolve over time.
Right.
So it's important to regularly reassess your spending habits and make adjustments as needed.
So we have 3 key takeaways to help you implement Sethi's advice.
All right.
Automate your finances. Don't be afraid to negotiate and make conscious spending choices.
Yes.
That reflect your values.
These are simple yet powerful actions that can have a profound impact on your financial well-being.
Now, before we wrap up this part of our deep dive, we want to hear from you.
Yeah.
What resonated with you most from our discussion? Was it the emphasis on automation, the concept of conscious spending, or perhaps Sethi's approach to negotiation?
I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Yeah.
You can leave a comment on our website, send us an email,
Right.
or even slide into our DMs.
We're always eager to engage with our listeners and learn from your experiences.
We are.
Now, as we transition to the final part of our episode,
Okay.
we want to acknowledge that while I Will Teach You to Be Rich provides a fantastic foundation for managing your finances,
Right.
it's not the only resource out there.
It's not. Especially when it comes to investing. There's a whole world of strategies and approaches to explore beyond the basics covered in Sethi's book.
So for those of you who are ready to level up your investment game and dive deeper into specific strategies,
Right.
stay tuned for the final part of our episode. We'll share some additional resources and recommendations to help you continue your journey towards financial mastery.
Welcome back to the final part of our deep dive into I Will Teach You to Be Rich.
Yes.
We've
Part 3.
we've covered a lot of ground
Yeah.
from Sethi's core principles to actionable takeaways.
Right.
But as promised, we want to equip you with some additional resources
Yeah.
for those ready to venture beyond the basics, particularly in investing.
Yes, it's great that you're eager to explore further as you gain confidence. Expanding your investment knowledge
Yes.
is key. While Sethi provides a solid foundation.
There's a vast universe of investment options
Yeah.
beyond index funds.
It can feel a bit overwhelming, though. Where should someone even begin
Yeah.
when looking to level up their investment game?
There are many paths depending on your learning style.
Okay.
For the self-directed learner,
Mhm.
books are a great starting point.
Okay.
The Intelligent Investor
Okay.
by Benjamin Graham
Yep.
is a classic for value investing.
Okay.
A strategy focused on finding undervalued companies.
That title rings a bell. That's considered a bit of a Bible
Yeah,
for serious investors, right?
absolutely. It's a dense read,
Okay.
but worth it
Yeah.
for the insights, for a more approachable introduction to index funds.
Okay.
John Bogle's The Little Book of Common Sense Investing
Oh,
is fantastic. He's considered the father of index fund investing.
So those are for the bookworms. What about those who prefer a more interactive approach?
Online courses
Oh.
are a fantastic option.
Oh, yeah.
Platforms like Khan Academy and Coursera offer free or affordable courses
Right.
covering a wide range of investment topics,
Right.
from understanding different asset classes to analyzing financial statements.
And don't forget about podcasts. There are so many great shows dedicated to investing, often featuring interviews with experts and real-world case studies.
Mhm.
It's like having a personal finance mentor in your pocket.
Absolutely. And for those who thrive in a community setting,
Yeah.
online forums or local investment clubs
Oh, okay.
can provide a space to connect with like-minded individuals, exchange ideas, and learn from each other's experiences.
It's amazing how many resources are available these days. It's truly empowering
Yeah.
to have access to so much knowledge at our fingertips.
Absolutely.
But with so many options, it can be tough to know where to focus.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to someone feeling overwhelmed by all the possibilities?
Start with what genuinely interests you.
Okay.
Are you curious about real estate? Perhaps sustainable investing aligns with your values.
Okay.
Follow your curiosity, and the learning process will feel more engaging
Yeah.
and enjoyable.
That's great advice. It's easy to get caught up in chasing the hottest investment trend.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it's about finding what aligns with your individual goals and risk tolerance.
Exactly. And remember, investing is a journey, not a destination.
Right.
It's about continuous learning,
Yeah.
adapting your strategies as you gain experience, and staying committed to your financial goals.
As your life changes,
Right.
your investment approach should too.
Yes.
Regularly reassessing your goals, risk tolerance,
Right.
and investment mix.
Yeah.
Ensures your portfolio stays aligned
Yeah.
with your current needs.
And never underestimate the power of patience and discipline.
Oh yeah.
Avoid the temptation to chase quick returns
Mm-hmm.
or get swayed by market hype.
Right.
Stick to your plan. Ride out the inevitable market fluctuations, and over time, consistency will pay off.
That's a powerful reminder. It's easy to get caught up
Yeah.
in the emotional roller coaster of the market, but having a long-term perspective is crucial.
It really is.
So we've explored Sethi's core principles,
Yeah.
actionable takeaways, and even ventured into the realm
Yeah.
of more advanced investing.
We hope this deep dive into I Will Teach You to Be Rich has equipped you to take charge of your finances,
Yeah.
make informed decisions,
Yeah.
and create a life of financial well-being. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all solution.
It's about finding what works best for you.
Right.
Your unique circumstances
Yeah.
and your aspirations.
We encourage you to keep exploring,
Yeah.
keep learning, and keep growing on this journey. The resources and strategies we've shared are just the beginning.
The most important step
Right.
is taking action. Whether automating savings, negotiating a better rate,
Mm.
or exploring a specific investment strategy, start today.
Small, consistent steps can lead to remarkable transformations over time. Remember, we're here to support you along the way.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep striving for that rich life,
Yeah.
whatever that means to you.